Hello, this is Pixel Freak, and today we're doing part 63 of the Final Fantasy Dimensions walkthrough. So I have to put in this piece here, that in this little piece of commentary, that I've now finished the game. And what's kind of interesting is that this is part 63. It looks like up until the completion of the game, this is not 100%. There's a lot of optional stuff that I still want to go back and do still. It's 91 parts. So there is another third of videos that I have to sit and do commentary for. So that being said, the rest of the commentary for this game will probably be in the fashion that I've done the last couple in, where I just comment over the pieces that are important. If I have something good to say, interesting to say, I'll say it, but I'm not going to sit like I was, you know, around part 20 or part 30, where I was commenting on the whole video and not necessarily commenting on what was going on, just kind of giving my thoughts on different stuff about Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I'm going to cut that down because I don't want to sit and watch all these through again. I'm just going to comment on what makes sense. So that being said, this video is where you first go to Mysidia. There's a little scene here, but more importantly, once you get into Mysidia, there's a couple treasures to be had there, but mostly it's just some story elements, and then we'll move on at that point. Alright, so this fight is just up against like 3 or 4 of these soldiers, 3 of them, and they're just regular troopers. Very easy fight, you don't have to do anything special here. They are not tough in any way. In fact, there's no boss in this section, so just clean them up, and then after this piece, you'll end up in Mysidia. Actually, there's 3 more. There's these 3 more, and I think then you end up in town. But same deal. Only these ones. This next fight here, 3 more soldiers. You encounter them by surprise. So if they weren't easy enough, now they're even easier. Another fight, second one. And finally, we transition into Chapter 4. Now, I have to say, quick little piece of commentary here. I think the game got a little bit stagnant towards the end of Chapter 2 and all throughout Chapter 3. I was really happy to see the few changes that they had in Chapter 4. Chapter 4 gets progressively better as you go through, starts out good, and the game actually ends pretty decently, just the way the mechanics flow, and the way you get a lot more customization and the whole team unlocks. We'll cover that more as we go. But just know that Chapter 4, much more enjoyable than Chapter 3 was. Chapter 3 for me was the low point of the game. So lots of things lot to look forward to as we move through Chapter 4. So this little guy here is a fang collector, and you can give him your fangs and they give you fang points. I don't actually cover this in the walkthrough through beating the game, but I am going to cover it in an optional piece afterwards. This is a side quest that you can do. You can collect these fangs and get these fang points, and yeah, you can see what the points are there. I don't want to talk too much about it right now just because I haven't really addressed it throughout the game, and I'll be addressing it in an optional video like I mentioned before in sometime in the future. So in the stores here, there are some upgrades for my equipment, but I think they have two, yeah, I see they have two different vendors for everything. That's because the new stuff is locked down. It's going to remain locked down for, I think, another 2 or 3 parts, and then all of a sudden it unlocks. Once you do something, or do the first quest for the boss of this town, the Seer. Once you do that, the new spells unlock, the new weapons unlock, and then there's some real big, really cool upgrades that you can get there. There might be a few for you here in the store. Check it out, upgrade if you want to, but know that when the other side of the store opens up for each armor, weapons, and spells, that's a significant upgrade at that point, so you might want to save your money for that upgrade if you think you can make it to that point.